Mark, thought the corner was turned. Clearly not the case.
No, we started the game poorly. To concede our goal after 2 minutes was disappointing to say the least. We get ourselves back in it. And score a goal, in the 47th minute when there's 2 minutes of injury time. It's disappointing to say the least. And we come back out, and we concede another one, and it's not game over, but effectively was really. We were poor today. Too many mistakes, too many non-performances from players who performed last week. And if you come away from home, it doesn't matter where you play. If you come away from home and you don't get performances off 7 or 8, 9 players, you get beaten. That happened to us today.
It's a bit of a consistent theme then.
Yeah. Well, we're not on a great run of form. Granted, but performance wasn't good enough. We know that. We know all we've just got to get back on the training ground, and I've got to correct it. We've got to stop stupid mistakes. We've got to do something, and we'll get on the training ground, like I say, on Monday, and we'll work again.
Of course, over the last sort of 2 or 3 years you've been here, you've managed to get consistency, haven't you? The performances have been generally consistent. This year they're just woefully inconsistent. Can you explain that?
No, it's right at this moment at the time, after 20 minutes after the final whistle. No, I can't, but there's a reason for it. We've got to work at it, and we will. That's what we've got to do. We've got to keep believing, keep working at it. If we have to change 1 or 2 personnel and within the team, we've got to find the winning blend and a better blend than we've had. The last 2 games have been good. Today we came up short.
And it must be very frustrating for you as a manager. The team played well last week, so it was presumably a pretty straightforward decision to keep the same team.
Absolutely. We want some consistency in our results. You want that by picking a consistent the same team. And I had no doubt it was the right team, but we just, how can we gifted them a goal after 2 minutes. The lad, then Hawley's got a free header, 10 yards outside our box. We've tried to play a back pass, just a mistake after mistake after mistake, and unfortunately, I can't get out on the pitch and do anything about it myself. But we can just keep working, and if we have to change a couple of players, then that's what we have to do.
But you have been trying to change players, haven't you? I mean, the team you're playing at the moment is a bit different from the team you started the season with.
Yeah, but that was always going to be the case. The team's never the same. So, it's been we picked the same team because they played well and should have beat a decent Oxford side last week. Today, didn't happen for us.
And it's frustrating because you could have argued that at half time you were probably the better side. You could have rounded back, you had your chances.
Yeah, I think it's just the way things are going for us at the minute. We get back to 1-1 with a good goal, and then Keith hits the bar, the underside of the bar. Byron Harrison has a really good chance. Terry has a great shot that their lads done really well to block. And we looked in charge of the game, but then we conceding the 47th minute late on in the half was just not a good thing to happen.
What can you do, Mark? Because there's only so many times you can presumably shout and rail at them.
Yeah. It's not all shouting. We've got to work together, and we'll keep doing it. Like I said, we've got people waiting to come back from fitness. That'll help. But we just have to keep going, keep working on the training ground, and keep making them do better than they've just done today.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Mark, apart from obviously being hampered by mistakes, what else do you think is costing you at the moment? Because obviously that has been a big feature of the season, but I think the general team play, do you think there's anything dramatically wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me, John. We've got 2 strikers who've scored 10 goals between them, and we keep losing games. So it's obviously not right at the back. We keep working at it, and we've just got to keep working at it. Not taking anything for granted. We've just got to, and if we have to, if we identify that one person's making, mistakes constantly, then we have to do something about it.
Yeah, it's not very nice picking on one player when a lot of people didn't perform today, but Steve Elliott was the man who gave Hawley that free header. He's been at fault for a few goals recently. Is he struggling at the moment?
You'd have to ask, Steve. He's not in the best of form, but like a number of them in the team at the moment. We looked we look leggy for some reason. You know, we've had a good week, and we to put in a performance like that was just it's not good. I understand that, but you know, what do you want me to say? Yes, you know, we have to keep working, we have to keep believing, we have to keep changing one or two around, and stand up and be counted.
Yeah. Do you think this is the most difficult position you've been in? Because you've been in this position in the league before, but obviously the expectations are so much higher now, aren't they, than they were a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but you know, it's life. You have to deal with it, and we will do. We'll get on with it on the way home. We'll get on with it tomorrow. We'll get on with it Monday, and we have to make sure that we don't put in performances like that again.
Yeah, players that were particularly good last week just weren't today, and you know, that's consistency, isn't it? That's the problem.
It is, John. It's the nature of League Two, unfortunately. Sometimes, you know, when you're not in the best run of form, it can dip quite alarmingly, quite quickly. So, but then again, we can also pick it up quite quickly as well. So we have to be positive. And the two strikers have scored again and looked a handful, but we don't want to play like that with and without the ball.
When that first goal went in, I mean, it's happened so many times this season. All the work you've done in the build-up to the game goes out the window, doesn't it? After
it doesn't go out the window, John. I suppose the good thing about it is you've got 88 minutes to put it right. 88 minutes, and we've done that. You know, we scored a good goal, had a few good chances. So we could have taken the lead. Just the timing of the goals, the second and the third, were just criminal on our part, really. Criminal.
Yeah, I know it's only, like you said, 20 minutes after the end of the game, but you still fully confident you can, with this group of players, you can turn into a decent side.
Of course, and we might have to, like I said, we might have to do a bit of wheeling dealing, you know. And if that's the case, you know, we'll try and do it. But we'll just get back to work on Monday, and we'll work hard again. We have to, like I say, will that be the team that starts next week? I very much doubt it. So we'll keep working and get it right.
Yeah, Curitan back. He obviously didn't get much of involvement today, but just having him back on the pitch, is that a lift for you?
It's a bonus for us, but you know, right now, right this moment in time, I've got two strikers who are scoring goals. Jamie might have to be patient. We've got other areas to make sure we put right first.
Yeah. Have you looked back at the goals since straight after the game, or have you? Because
I'd look at half time at the first two.
You'd probably say that one of them was a decent goal, and the other three.
People must be sick of hearing me say mistakes. You know, I don't blame individuals, but you know, he's coming to that stage. You know, you can't legislate for the goals that we're conceding, and we've got to do something about it.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.
Cheers, John.